Hello everybody. Hi. Happy Sunday. I'm back. So glad you could tune in. So happy that you came back. And thank you for all your well wishes. I am fine. So thank you for tuning in on Sunday. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. So today I am going to be showing you some of the celebration coordination items. So just hop on, say hi, let me know where you're from. Please feel free to share my videos, okay? So, with celebration right now, we've had our regular celebration items, then we had the release of Celebration 2. Now we have the release on Friday of Celebration 3. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Kathleen. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you. I think I'm most excited with the new celebration items. I didn't have a colored printout of this one, so it's just a black and white one, is the fact that we could get the Painted Season Designer Series paper on its own. You don't have to get a bundle. So that that number is 149574. So I was really excited about that. So I'm going to show you some things that I did with the coordination sets tonight. Okay, so hi everybody. Yes, back from the doctors, dealing with the migraines, but you know, what are you gonna do? From what everybody said, I know there's a lot of you out there that deal with them. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so let's get stamping. Okay, so first I want to remind you that Stampersdelight.com. Here is my March Hostess code if you're ordering online. I know that's kind of small. I'm going to have to bring that in bigger. But you can get that also online if you need it. Okay, so what I was playing around with is, okay, and one thing I just want to remind you, the Painted Seasons, you can now get just the Designer Series paper free with a $50 order. I'm so excited about that. Because it really, you know, if you get the bundle and you get the stamp set, you want more paper. So now you can get more paper. So I was excited about that. Okay, so with the celebration coordination, if you've got the stamp sets, before, you really, really want to get the matching framelits. Okay, these are a limited time, and you don't want to be left without them. I mean, I can't say enough about them, and the punch too. So I'm going to be using a little bit of everything here today. So before I begin, I just want to remind you, show you some ones that I had done before. These were on the previous videos. Okay, some frogs. And there's another frog one. And there's another frog one. You might have caught the other video when Celebration first started. Back then, we didn't have the matching framelits. I have a scanning cut. So I was able to do that. But as you can see, it doesn't cut quite as close as you would like it. But that's how I got away with it back then. Also for the, and you can't do real intricate framelits on here. So like the, you'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here were some of the cupcakes that I had done in the past. All right, just so you get an idea of what we're doing with the framelits. And again, if you've already ordered these sets, if you've already gotten these sets for free, you really do want to get the framelits. Okay, and of course, the lasting lilies. I can't say enough about this gorgeous set. And with the lasting lilies, one of the things I wanted to show you, and I will be doing this tonight, but with a different stamp set. Oh, I gotta move a little slower there. Is you see, this is that Floral Country embossing folder, and I'm going to show you how I did that. That is with the Blueberry Bushel, and this is with the Balmy Blue. But I'm going to show you how I did that with the layered leaves and the frogs. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to bring in is what I'm going to stamp. And that's my little frog. So with the frog, you can see I used the Layered Leaves embossing folder. And I'm going to show you how I inked that up. And the little lily pad. On this one, I put some little flowers on here. And of course, our new punch with the words from the More Than Words set. Now, of course, the frog set has stamps, stamps that go with it. But the nice thing about this stamp set is More Than Words coordinates with all these stamp sets in the catalog for Celebration. So I chose to use that. Okay, so let me bring this in, and I'm going to show you what I did. So the first thing I did with this one, I'm just going to move him over here, is I took a piece of Granny Apple Green, and I cut it long ways. So this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And I'm just going to fold that over. And hopefully I was working on stuff for my class next Sunday. So hopefully I have everything in front of me. It's been sitting here since Friday morning. And I should have used my paper trimmer to score that. Get a better score line, but for now we'll just do this. Okay. Yes, I love the balmy blue too. Yay, Janet! I'm so glad you're on. Hi, Robin. Okay, so to get this background, I'm going to take a 1/4 sheet of our Very Vanilla. And I'm using, I don't know, I've used Whisper White so much, I've been in the Very Vanilla mood. And I'm going to take the Layered Leaves embossing folder. Now, this is the way I do it. Again, there's other ways out there. I'm going to tell you a couple different ways. I take the side that says Sizzix or Stampin' Up. And that, if you can feel it, that's recessed here. You can do either side. I'm going to show you both sides, how they're going to come out. So isn't that going to be neat? Okay, so I'm going to ink up this side first. You can use a sponge dauber. You can use a sponge, or you can just smush. I like the smushing. Just smush it. Okay, now remember, this is the side that says Stampin' Up. I'm going to place my 1/4 sheet of cardstock right in there, just like this. Make sure I got it all lined up here. I just want to make sure that it's all inked up. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, move that out of my way so I don't mess anything up. I'm going to bring my Big Shot in. And of course, this is a thicker folder, so I only need 1 plate. This is the old style platform, so it's got that hinged piece to it. And I'm going to go ahead and roll this. And hopefully I'm not going to move the camera. Okay, so I'm going to roll that through. This is why I don't like to do things live on stage, because if I move on camera, because if I move the camera, it'll freeze it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm doing it very gently. So I apologize that I'm doing it slow, but I don't want to lose you. Okay. So move this out of the way. Pull that out. Move that over here. And that's what I get. The layered leaves. No two are going to be alike. Okay, so now remember, that was the side I inked up, the Stampin' Up side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean that off a little bit, and I'm going to do the other side so you can see what the other side looks like. If you do, it's really going to look the same, but these leaves are outies, not innies. And if I do it the other way, they're going to be innies. So let me show you how that would look, just to give you an idea. So now I'm going to ink up this side. And again, doing it the same way, just closing that flap. And I'm going to bring in the big shot over here. And I'm going to run it through. One will probably have more green on it than the other, and it's just a matter of preference which one you like. I like the fact that no two are alike. Okay, let me move this a minute. Again, I'm trying not to hit the camera. And you can do this with any color and any embossing folder. Let's move that out of the way and bring it back in. And this one has a totally different look. So you have two different looks, but you can use them either way. I'm going to use the darker one, I think. So I'm going to move this one out of the... I'll use that for something else later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in. And I've already cut out my little lily pad. He's going to go right there. And I've got two little guys this time. Because you know I like to stamp something a little bit different. So real quick, what I'm going to do, and I have no idea what color Frog's eyes are. I think they might be a little yellow. I don't know. I'm going to just color him with my blends. And again, I'm using the Granny Apple Green. Let me just move that up a little bit. I usually pick something that I can color pretty quick on here. I have something planned for Friday morning that I have been dying to show you. It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm not going to give it away, but it is a fancy fold that I did a long time ago. I'll give you a little hint. It was on stage that I did that many, many years ago. So stay tuned for Friday morning's Facebook Live. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm just going to color him in there. There we go. And I'm just going to give him a little, this is the Pineapple Punch. I'm just going to give him some yellow eyes. We'll do this one too. Thanks, Sandy. Remember, you can do that with any of the colors. And I'll tell you what really looks nice, and I would have if I had was feeling better, is our white craft ink on black. Doing it that way, oh my gosh, you got to try it. Play around with it because all the colors come out so nice. Okay, so there I got my little lily pad. I got some little lily guys here. And I'm going to take some ribbon first. And here's a little trick I use so that I don't use a lot of ribbon especially when I'm doing a class. I will just put a little snail back there, wrap it around here, trim that. This is our lemon lime twist. And then when I put it down there, I'll tie that little knot. So it gives it that it looks almost like a bow, but not a bow, and it doesn't use up as much ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one right down there. And this is kind of, what I like about this is the leaves, you know, if you're in the forest, no leaves look alike. Okay, so we're going to take this and find my dimensionals, which happen to be right here for a change. Okay. Put some dimensionals right here. I'm going to put this one right here. And I'm going to have this one right here. So he's going to actually be snailed on here. And this one is going to be back here. I think I want him right there. So I'm going to actually do this one right here. Again, he's on dimensionals also. He's not quite on the lily pad. Oop, stuck to my fingernail. They're quite sticky. Isn't that cute? Okay, so the stamp is going to say, leaping for joy is easy to do. And I've already gone, and let me just grab this piece of cardstock. I'm going to ink that up. And I should have my pad here. Bad girl. I'm going to go ahead and punch this out. Leaping for joy is easy to do. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put that, yeah, put that right there. And I'll do some more dimensionals. A little trick I use when I'm putting it by ribbon, instead of putting it on each end, like this, I put it on this end. So it grabs the paper, not the ribbon. Does that make sense? Grabs the paper this way, not the ribbon. I'm going to put that right there. Then I'm going to take another little piece of this ribbon. Remember I said the fake little bow. Just going to tie that right there. Just tie that in a little knot. And then I'll trim that. Now I got these little guys. Okay, my nails are getting in the way today. And I have some mini dimensionals because they're pretty small. This one I'm gonna... Oh, thank you, Megan. Megan says she watched my Cali Kids video. I'm going to put one right here. And I'll put one like in the water. Make believe it's water. Okay, I'm just going to put one right about here so it kind of stands out. Then I'm going to bring in some sequins. Oh, there's my take your pick tool. I'll just grab a couple of these green ones. And where there isn't a lot of green here, I'm just going to go ahead and put some of the sequins. Okay. And then for the inside, I'll grab the other stamp that says, leaping for joy is easy to do when I have a friend as amazing as you. And again, I should have my mat here, which I don't. Sorry. And I'm just going to put a little frog right in the corner there. I'll just put him in the inside. And there you have it. A cute little card with a new little technique on how to use your embossing folders. And little guys, cute little guys. So you definitely want to get the matching framelits for these. And you can see the different colors, how different they are. How'd you like that one? And you can see that I did it a little bit different than my test card, as I call it. I used to call them dummy cards, but I don't like calling them dummy cards. They're not dummy cards. So that was my first card. I hope you enjoyed that one. The next one's going to be a little noisy. Something I don't usually do live is I'm actually going to emboss something, heat embossing. So let me show you the one I'm doing next. Or similar. Get all my pieces over here. Oh, actually, did I already emboss it? I might have already done that. Oh, I did already emboss it. Oh, my goodness. See? I forgot already. I already did the embossing part on before Friday, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in my pieces. I am going to change this up a little bit. This is the, I think I will show you how I did it. Okay, so this is the Hello Cupcake. And I have to tell you, this is my favorite thing on here. Okay, so this is the framelits. And my favorite framelit in here, you would think would be the cupcakes, right? No, it's this. I love this piece. I love that little glass case. It's adorable. So what I did was I used a window sheet to make a glass case. I also have one here. If you wanted to make a frosted case, you could do it with a piece of vellum, which I did, but of course I lost it. When I find it, I'll show it to you. Okay, so let me show you that one. Okay, so the first thing is, here's the card. And I embossed the cupcakes. I did it on here, and I did it on the outside. And then I did the little, and this was just a piece I had left over. So the stand is really good because it takes such a small piece, you could use your leftovers for that. The ribbon right here, who knew? I mean, I've looked at my catalog a million times. You would think I owned everything. I did not know this ribbon came in very vanilla and the Whisper White. I have tons of Whisper White. Never realized it came in very vanilla. Very subtle, not a lot of difference until you put them up to each other. And then you could see a very subtle difference. And then, of course, the inside. So let me show you what I did with this one. So we're going to put this over here first. So this one, I brought in my Stamparatus. I found that was the easiest thing to use. You can use your regular stamps if you'd like. But I really wanted to line these up. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my cardstock and put that right here. And put my magnets there. And I'm going to take the bottom portion, which is my cupcake. I'm going to put him right about here. I already have this piece cut, so what I want to make sure is that my stand, I'm going to put him right about there. There's the stand. I don't want him all the way at the bottom. That's about good. Okay, so I'm going to put him right there. Okay, so now that I know where I want him, I'm going to go ahead and put this plate in there. Press that down. And again, it's hard for me with the camera. I'm going to take my Versamark. My Versamark pad. Ink that up. Move him out of the way for a minute. Move this. Bring in my nifty little tray here. And I'm using the copper embossing powder. Yes, I use a lot because you can put it all back in there. I flick. Didn't get that spot. And then I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. Anybody that's never done heat embossing, you just wait until it starts looking shiny. And you never do it over that, what I'm doing right now. Don't do what I'm doing. Do it to the side. You don't want to blow your other embossing powders all over. And that one's done. Just going to put him aside for a second. I'm going to go ahead and put this right back in my tin. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these. I wish they still did. These colors right here, the in-color embossing folders. I don't use the Embossing Buddy. I know a lot of people do. I've never used, I just never used it. I know a lot of people swear by it. It's not something, you either love it or you don't. It's not that I don't love it. I just never used it. But if you like it, I suggest you use it. I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back. And now what I'm going to do is take the other piece. I'm going to put this back here. Now I want the cupcake. Oh, nope, I want the little guy here. Put him right there. The filling. This is the filling. Flip that. Okay, and to me the filling is going to be like a lemon filling. Yeah, I always forget to use it too. Oh, the little holders. Oh, aren't they cute? I got these on Amazon, but you can get them anywhere. They're actually command hooks. I don't know the size, but they're command hooks, and they hold those little spoons in there. So I'll try to find out for you. But if you go to Amazon or anywhere that sells command hooks, that's what they are. They're tiny little command hooks. And if I look for them tomorrow, if I find them wherever I put them, I can probably find the number of them. All right. So then right over that, forgot to use my little, got sidetracked here. That's okay. Forgot to put them in here. Did you see what I did? I didn't even ink them up. Got sidetracked by answering the questions here. All right, wait a minute. Let's do this again. Totally sidetracked there. That's too funny. Okay. So let's try this again. I better ink it up this time. Okay, lemon filling. Flick and heat. Again, I'm just heating it up. And again, we'll just put that bright yellow. I love that bright yellow. Right back in there. Oh, I'm so excited for next Friday. I can't wait to show you. Okay. Nothing like teasing, is there? Okay, so let's bring that one back in. Nothing like putting the pressure on me either. What happens if it doesn't come out as well? Okay. Go ahead with this. And ink that up. And for this one, we're going to use the lovely lipstick. And we are done with this, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. Bring this back in. I love these colors together. And yes, I do love the copper. I like the copper also. Whoop, missed. Got a little yellow in there too, but that's okay. Ooh. There we go. Get that out of the way. Flick. And heat. Now I know I don't do heat embossing on live. I hope Friday gets here fast too, Win Ann. Well, this one didn't come out quite as good as the other one, but we'll wing it for now. Okay. Make sure that's all got to dry for a minute. Okay. Could have had a little more on him. I just don't like all that stuff on there. Okay, so now I have him, and I'm going to take my cardstock, and somewhere over here are my other pieces. There they are. Okay. And this is what I was going to show you. And I think I'm going to do it this time. So I showed you how this one looks with the window sheet, the clear window sheet. This is one I did with a frosted sheet. So this one's going to have a frosted dome. I like that too. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I took lovely lipstick, folded that in half. Then I used the pineapple punch. Snailing that right down. I'm still going to change something up a little bit here though, so it won't be the same card. Trim that. Okay, so that's going to go right on there. Got a little yuck on there. That's okay. Go ahead and snail that down. Now, here's the thing. This, you don't want anything to show. So, what I'm going to do is grab a glue dot, which I left over here somewhere. There we go. And I'm going to show you a trick, because you want that little piece to lay down, but you also don't want things to show through. So here's what I'm going to show you. And of course my box is gone. I showed you the tips and tricks with the box, and my box is missing. So I'm just going to roll this a little bit until I get that off. Okay, so there we go with the glue dot. Okay, so I got the glue dot on the top of that, right? And then I'm going to put a little snail down here. I'm going to lay that right where I want it. Right about there. And bring in my other piece here. So here is my tray. Now, there's some snail on there already, so I'm going to use glue dots on this too. I'm going to actually roll those. You could use the fine detailed glue, but because I have my glue dots right here, I'm just going to roll that. See how I'm rolling it? And I'm going to grab it like that, and I'm going to do one in the middle. And I'll put another one on here and one at the bottom. That's going to hold that in place right there. So it gives it a little muted tone. Now I have one that I already embossed and I also cut out. So we're going to put him all together. So we're going to put him on the side here. But with him, we're going to use dimensionals. Why is he a him? He can be a her. We're going to put her right here. You know how when you go to a cupcake store or a bakery, they always have a cupcake next to the one that you want to buy outside the counter? That's this one. We'll put that right there. Put a couple right here. And right on the top there. Okay. Now, for this little part up here, well, first let me stamp it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use the saying that goes again. There's the sayings, the sentiments that go to Hello Cupcake, but I'm going to use, today calls for something sweet, which is in the new stamp set that goes with it, More Than Words. And I'm going to bring in Lovely Lipstick. And do I want to do that? Maybe not. Maybe I want to do something else with this one. Let me just think here. Nope, I'll do that. You had to think. Because I like to change it so you're not looking at the same exact one. And I still might change it. I might change my mind. We can do that. Let me bring in that new punch. You like the vellum more, Maureen? Yeah, I kind of like the muted tone too. Okay, so let me punch that. And I think I'm going to put it up here because I have something I want to do with that. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is, I'm in the dimensional mood today, I guess. Let me use these because those aren't as... I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put that right here. I got ink all over my hands today, can you tell? Put that on that side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a rhinestone for the lid. I just thought that would be so cute. I'm going to move them over though. Whoop, not that far over. Come on, get off there. All right. He's not playing too nice today. There we go. There, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, Brenda, you're going to have some fun with this set. Okay, so today calls for something sweet. And then in the inside, I used, again, with the new set, More Than Words Can Say, with extra sprinkles on it. Extra sprinkles on top. And then I brought in the little sprinkles. And I did those in yellow, the pineapple punch. I usually start at the bottom. And then this way they're a little lighter in the middle. And get up again and go right to the top. So we got sprinkles going all the way up the card. And of course I would make my envelope match because we don't like naked envelopes. And I'm just going to put that right inside there. Get these out of the way before I put my hands in them. And then I'm going to bring in my very vanilla polka dotted ribbon. I can't believe that I didn't realize they had very vanilla. I guess they were so close in the book, it just looked like the same one to me. I don't know how I missed that. And I don't miss much in that catalog. Okay. Now for this one, I'm just going to snip some here. For me, it's easier to tie this way. The other thing I like about this ribbon is even if it goes over your sentiment, you can still read the sentiment. You know, whereas some colored ribbons, you can't go over your sentiment because you can't read it. This does not work like that. Okay, so let's just tie this in a knot first. And then tie it in a bow. Turn it around and play with my bow a little bit. And then I'll just trim it. There we go. Same card, two different ideas. I will have the still shots on there tomorrow on my blog and also on Facebook. So I really do hope you liked my ideas with the celebration coordination. I hope you liked the ideas with inking up your embossing folders. I'll bring the cards back in. I really appreciate you tuning in. Okay, so here's the ones again with the colored embossing folders. And here's another color on that. Play around with them. You're going to love doing that. Here's the other one. And now I want to tell you something special. Hi. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed playing with these. I just want to tell you, if you have these celebration stamp sets, don't wait. Really get the framelits, because you'll be upset if you don't get them, is what I'm trying to say. So this month, actually March 19th, is my 18-year anniversary with Stampin' Up. So this whole month I am going to be giving away prizes like you wouldn't believe. So for today's prize, which I will give away Friday morning on my Facebook Live, for share my video. Okay, there's two ways you can earn this or get this, okay? Share my video, this video, and or leave me a comment on my YouTube channel, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, or leave me so you can leave me a comment here, share my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, or leave me a comment there, and I will be giving away, one lucky winner will get this stamp set from the holiday catalog, Warm Hearted. So I will be giving away a lot of different things this month, so stay tuned. I will also be giving away randomly, so this isn't something you have to do. I will be giving away Happy Mail. Happy Mail, if you don't know what that is random people I will be picking just to get a card in the mail from me. I'll be doing that all month, so you may be one of those people that get Happy Mail from me. I hope you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your evening. Have a great week, and I'll see you Friday morning. Happy stamping. Bye.